Struggling retailers say more interest rate cuts are needed to save jobs and businesses. The call comes after retail sales stalled in the run-up to Christmas. Here's finance correspondent Philip Lasker.
The foundations of bricks and mortar retailing are looking shakier.
We've seen a drop in fashion, accessories, footwear. We've seen a drop in food in November, which is most surprising.
Total retail sales stalled in November despite the first interest rate cut in 2.5 years. It was the weakest result in 5 months, and if food is excluded, sales grew only 1.8% for the year. Retail groups are blaming a range of factors for the unfavourable change in consumer behaviour.
I think the area that's probably hit more than anywhere else, and it's reflected in the department stores and in the footwear and clothing area, is the weather. The weather really didn't get hot enough early enough.
External factors over which retailers have no control, like the state of affairs in Europe and the growth of online shopping.
Hardest hit was Victoria and the ACT, where sales fell more than 1% in November. But consumers are spending money in restaurants and on services like fitness and experiences.
We need to remember that retail sales is only about 40% of total household consumption.
It hasn't stopped retail groups from calling for more help.
We would have thought in the past that 2 interest rate cuts would have been enough to stimulate spending. Well, maybe it takes 3 now.
I think if we don't see further cuts, I think that there is a fair degree of concern that there certainly will be jobs shed in the industry.
There is a case for the Reserve Bank to cut rates further.
Because inflation is subdued, not because some retail is on its knees. Philip Lasker, ABC News.